You're now tuned into the Den for the Dominant Convo, a platform for all walks of life to learn a perspective of the dominant lesbian on sex, love, life, politics, and everything in between. Y'all know who I am, Pat, your host, and that piece of crap right there
You
is
always go with that piece of crap. But there we go. Thank you, audience, everyone. I'm
Heather.
back.
Heather is like my oldest child. Like, if I could describe her anyway, she's like my oldest kid. It's like she would just come out of nowhere and just like, I need you to look at this. I need you to get on the call. I need you to. I'd be like,
But she does it. So
it's like that. As a parent, you know, God gives you this like insurmountable amount of like patience
it's
for her,
love. It's love.
and
You
that's
love
just
me.
how it is. And I was enjoying my snowball day with my family, and she's like, "It's a show today. Bring your ass on."
Yeah,
So I'm
let's get
here.
it. Let's get it.
Let's
Welcome,
get it.
welcome, welcome.
We have two guests tonight, and
Mhm.
are you guys famous?
Yes.
Two, double the fun.
Hold on. Before we get excited, let's ask the other question.
Okay.
Are you all full lesbians or are you all bisexuals?
Full.
Where we at?
Full.
Oh my! We
No
have
half tanks over
never
here.
Had this
Two of them.
two femme
Mhm.
lesbians,
Mhm.
not bi curious. By the way, I'm gay today. Not none of it. Okay, I'm excited.
Mhm.
I'm really excited. All right, let me introduce you. I'm sorry, I took away from the introduction. Let me go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Drea. I'm a lesbian. I also identify as queer. She gonna fight me on that
I want to hear more about it.
right now.
Nope, one
Okay.
second. And
It's my turn.
yes, ma'am.
Hey, I am Miss Nightlife. I'm also a lesbian.
You pass.
All right.
Good job.
So let me explain something really quickly, and for our viewers and our listeners, the reason why, if you guys are new to the show, is that we never can find like four feminine lesbian women to come on the show. We always get a lot of bisexual women that want to come on the show, or we have to drag them and beg them to come on the show. So we really have never had the opportunity to have certain conversations with women who only deal with women. So it's really exciting for us because, yeah.
Okay.
Heather hates the bis.
I don't hate the bis. I don't hate anyone. My preference is not bisexual.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's kick this joint off. I'm so happy. It's the summertime, y'all, and it's hella hot as hell out here. Hot as Willacoochee out here. Someone to kick the show off by asking, you know, what have you been doing to keep cool? Like, how are you feeling about all this heat?
It's really hot. I feel like it's hotter here than Florida.
Yeah.
So
Different
to
type
keep
of heat.
cool, just keeping a fan on me at all times. Drinking plenty of water.
Stay hydrated, my friends.
Yeah.
Yes. Heather, what you been doing, piece of shit?
Well, I had a very rough day today. I woke up this morning and my passenger door on my car was busted and somebody stole my bag. My
Badass.
coach bag. My coach bag is gone.
Damn, badass DC Bammers.
I know. Come up out of my pocket
Terrible.
with this money. Had to go vacuum out the glass, and then had to sweep glass. You ever swept glass off the concrete?
Yeah.
And it's 115 million degrees outside.
Damn.
I was a bit. Anyway, but I'm here. Wanted to make it a point to be here today. So
We appreciate you for that. We do.
riding the adrenaline wave right now.
Got you. I got you. How are you handling this heat?
Well, today I was outside, but I'm from Texas, so
Oh, you used to it.
you know it's. I mean, it was hot. It was a little cooler than Texas heat to me.
That's a damn
Because
thing. That got
Texas
to be
heat
hot.
makes you. When I walked outside and just swung because like who you talking to,
Yeah.
you know? So
Felt attacked.
ooh, it's so. But I stay inside.
Yeah.
I don't go out until like
This
the
time.
gentleman said after the sun goes down.
Yeah, it's definitely so hot. And you said Texas, and so just shout out to any of our listeners that may be in Houston or anywhere that's affected by these hurricanes. You definitely sending y'all some love for real. So it's getting bad out there. I've seen some of the houses. One of my favorite stories that we've talked about on the show is like when one of my exes tried to like attack me in the bathroom and force me to, the older lady have sex with
Oh
her.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
she
I'm intrigued.
she was actually posting like some of her neighbors. Like I'm talking, these are mini mansions. They live in Spring, Texas. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And like those are really nice size homes, and so like these big old gigantic trees are like splitting these homes in half basically. And so she posted that, and so luckily her house wasn't messed up, but it's bad out there. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out to them, sending them love for real.
Yeah.
So Heather, let me tell y'all, Heather has been leading the topics of these shows because if we get into any foolishness tonight, I just want to let it be known I am married and I'm trying to behave and I just don't live that life anymore,
But your body parts still work.
Yeah, it does, but online for the sake of my marriage,
Oh, okay.
I want to be quiet tonight. So
No, you're not.
no, I know.
Not with this queer sitting next to us.
I am so excited. Let's get this show
Oh my
started.
God.
Let's go. So Heather, how did we get to this topic? Because
How did we get here? It got here from a conversation I had with a friend who was telling me a story about hygiene and how the hygiene was a thing. And I've heard that a few times that like people's deal breaker is like, oh, bad hygiene. And I'm like, are grown ass women out here like not washing up? Like, are y'all missing spots? But she specified it for me. She was talking about fingernails.
got you.
Fingernails.
So y'all know where we heading at tonight. We heading down, after I reviewed like some of the notes for the show, I was like, we've already talked about sex early on in our endeavors. And it just reminded me like the notes that can't even talk, Heather posted, it's a more mature sex topic. It's more of a mature thing. It's just not about how freaky I used to be when I was in these streets.
I think that what I want to talk about tonight is like the conversations that need to be had before you get into it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like one sit down. Okay, let's sit down and talk about what I like and what I don't like. No, like just casual conversation. Let's just talk.
So let's just get right into it.
Okay.
So to our guests, like, how has that been a thing for you? Like, far as like, all right, let's just ask. Have you all had one night stands first?
Technically, no.
Yes.
Please hope the camera caught face.
The question should have been how many one night stands have you?
Technically, no, because they were more than a one night stand.
But I'm saying, like, did it initially start off as a one night
Oh,
stand?
yeah.
Look at her staring off, and she
I'm
just
about to
remember
say,
she had a whole
damn,
moment.
How good was it? Could you
A whole
explain?
moment.
Could you elaborate?
On when?
Just how did you get to that one night stand? Like
College club
okay.
in North Carolina. So really southern style.
Okay.
We go out. That one thing led to another. A couple of drinks, and so yeah, I'll be with it sometimes.
So the
I
typical
was with it.
the typical lesbian thing happened though. It did not turn into a one night stand because
No.
somebody didn't know to go home.
And to be clear, it was always back to my place, so they didn't know when to go home.
Oh, she don't go to people's places, y'all. Emphasis on the I don't be staying at people's places.
I understand that nowadays. I can't.
I'm not saying I got to stay at your place, but before I do something with you, I got to see where you live. I gotta at least go in your bathroom.
Right, so yeah.
Because people don't be washing their legs, but we can get into that again. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. Okay. Night riders.
Miss Nightlife. What's one of the? I mean, if you want to talk about it, what's one of the one night stands that kind of like stands out in your head?
Well, there was only two.
Okay.
One was similar to hers, college. And it didn't turn into a thing, but it was a thing. It was a
Reoccurring.
weekend station type of
Weekend station, y'all.
That thing. Weekend stand. That's it.
Oh, that's cute.
The weekend stand.
I like that.
I like that too.
I'm gonna use. Well, you're married, but I'll use it.
Thank you.
A weekend stand. So is that just like it lasts over the weekend and then after the weekend is done,
Yeah.
or will it continue like maybe next weekend?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I said twice, 3 times, because that happened twice,
Oh.
and in college, and so, it's just one girl stayed on campus, but she had a girlfriend, and
Ooh.
and then the other girl didn't live on campus. She was just, there. for the weekend.
Well.
So,
Let's backtrack a second. Let's get some info on our guests. Let's get some info.
Okay.
Okay, so are you single?
Yes.
How? When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was in 2019.
Mm.
It was a couple of years. And then after I split, that was it.
So you just been chilling
Been chilling.
in this dirty hot dog water ass dating pool.
Yes, I tried maybe 2 or 3 times. The first 2 were off the apps, and I completely hate the apps.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just a no. And then the third was someone I knew from college that I thought, okay, we can swing. Let's see. Terrible.
Got you. Okay. And how about you, Miss Nightlight?
Well, that depends on who you ask.
Mm.
I've been single, truly, like, to me, single, because that depends on how you define it, right?
Could you
And so-
define that?
For me,
Yeah.
means I'm unmarried. And so as long as I'm unmarried, now I can have commitments.
Mm.
I can have obligations, it depends on whatever way you choose to describe it, right? But so I've been single since I got divorced 5 years ago,
Okay.
right? And so I've dated exclusively. I've dated multiple people. And so like the exclusive ones, how long have I been single? Well, again, that depends on who you ask.
I want to be her when I get it. No, I don't.
Uh-oh.
If I ever, God only, if I was to ever be single again, I want to, embody that, as you're saying.
And I think, I'll be as aside. I think that as a Black woman and over 40, that's important to me.
Yeah.
Because if you ask me in my dating life, how many times I've chosen someone, my answer would be never. I've always been the one chosen, and this time I want to choose.
Can you drop the mic, Lee? If there's a drop the mic, that is, I appreciate that. Like, you could just tell, like, that's another thing. We've never had a more mature guest on the show. So honestly, it's just like, to hear you speak is honestly like, just, it's amazing. Like, it really is just like refreshing to hear you speak, because it's like you dropping jewels for real, like some OG shit. So
I'm living my life.
I want to ask more. I want to go more into like why you say you want to be chosen. Like, why do
I want to choose?
Why do you want to choose this time?
Well, because at this point we are creators of our own experience. I'm an avid believer of that. And so if I'm choosing someone, I know all the reasons you should choose me. I would choose me too, right? Like, realistically. And so it's like, oh, okay, yeah, they got this. Oh, yeah, they got that. Yeah, they don't really have that, but that's okay because they got that, right? And it's just kind of like we're just kind of taking what's there. Not saying that anything's wrong with anybody or anything, but like me specifically choose. I want a specific height. I want a specific build. I want a specific work type, like a specific set of character, mannerisms. I want, like, if I could build the perfect person. Now, like, some people, depending on who you're talking to, like, are you being fairy tale-ish? And perhaps.
Yeah.
But why can't I?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm with that.
Like, so at this point, it's a whole lot. I made a post today. It's a whole lot of frogs out here. I ain't got to kiss all of them, but, I see you.
Okay.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo. Oh. Wow. Why?
Now I know I'm in heaven right now.
Oh, Lord.
2 lesbians, 2 Leos. What? Look at this. What's your sign?
I'm telling you.
Aries.
You're an Aries.
She's right here with us. It's like,
What are y'all, air?
yeah.
Fire.
So y'all gonna like, I'm a
Get
crab,
your
I'm a
ass
cancer.
Goddamn crybaby.
Okay.
Kleenex.
What? Ooh.
Listen, my son and my sister are cancer, so.
How was that?
My mother's a Leo.
Yeah, I hear. One of my cancer friends, a guy, said that my son had it rough being raised by a Leo mom. His mom was also a Leo.
My mother's a Leo.
And I don't know. That
August Leo, too.
We're rough. I'm July. I'm the end of July.
Oh,
though. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm August 10th.
Okay.
April 14th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Heather,
I'm July 2nd. My
Get your
birthday
ass
was,
out.
what was it?
sister's birthday.
Really?
Heather, you see the door? Get out. You're not needed tonight.
I met like 2 people whose birthday was July 2nd
That
this
was
year.
my original due date with my son, and I had him a week earlier, so he's June 25th.
Oh, he was a June Cancer. Poor
but
guy.
he was originally supposed to be
July Cancer.
That's what's up. So I heard you talk about like describing the person that you would want. So what type of person do you normally date for as like your build from both of you all? Like, do you date more aggressive? We had to learn these terms, cis, and then there's mask. It's just so many.
Do you have the question? Do you have a type?
Yeah.
Like, what is your type? Like Pat, right? So
Here she go.
I have to say it. If you line up, it just take 5 random women you could pick from a hat. All of them are gonna look alike.
Here she goes.
But am I lying?
Not the last 5. They all vary.
I said 5 random.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
5 random. They're gonna look alike. Like for real. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Example.
No, I don't really have a type. Most of my exes usually have locks or natural hair, like a fro.
You date femmes?
Yes, I have.
Oh, she's like, yes, I eat them.
What's the preference?
I prefer Dom in the middle. Also, like
Heathers.
someone who wears makeup too.
Not Heather.
Not Heather's. Orange toes.
But
yes.
like I could, both. I could do both, like the Heathers and then the Heathers that wear makeup.
Sorry. Heathers that wear makeup. That'll always live rent free in my head.
You're always going in on me. It's good.
I love it.
You know,
I love it.
yeah.
But like nobody looks alike. Like the most common thing is probably locks. Other than that, no.
What you got for us?
Nobody looks like anybody.
Okay.
However, having a type is new for me.
Mm.
You know, in my desire to choose, like, you know, I can say now, hey, I would like 5'8" and up,
Okay.
you know, or I mean, long as the hair is natural.
Yeah.
Because I like afros
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and you know, locks are a thing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
More feminine or more dominant?
no, I am.
She said no.
No,
A
No
lady who
offense.
knows what she
Did
wants.
y'all see? She said no.
no.
Okay.
I came out when I was 17 years old, so
Yeah.
I've been a lesbian a long time.
It gives me hope.
Yeah, you know, so I've dated a femme or two in my lifetime,
Yeah.
but that isn't in the last 15 years. Absolutely not.
Ooh, question. I have a question.
Here she go.
So, you dated femmes.
Yes.
How was the sexual compatibility? Like, is it something that y'all had to talk about? Like, did you know, like, was it already determined that I'm going to be kind of the more, on the top? I mean, even if you can say that it's 50-50, but there's always a little bit more.
One of them, I was deemed to be the more aggressive one, and I didn't like it.
Mm.
Okay.
Like, I just did not like it. So that didn't go anywhere.
Didn't go
And
nowhere.
then another experience, she was actually more aggressive. And, that was nice.
And see, that's where I have, I don't know, like some issues with like femme on femme relationships because I don't care what anyone does, but I feel like they always just try to make it seem like they want to be so different from the stereotypical dominant feminine, but essentially within any relationship, someone takes the more powerful role. So it's just like, essentially it's still a more dominant person in the relationship. And so it's just like they always just try to like, we don't have to follow these norms. But I'm like, you kind of are. So shut the hell up. It's like you're being a hypocrite. So I think that's just like something that I always just have to get into like a little conflict with femmes.
Well, having dated dominant women, I've been the more, let me say this, having dated masculine of center women. I've been, even in those dynamics, there's times I've been the more dominant one.
Because you're a Leo.
Probably. But, it's just like, because everybody's saying this soft girl era now. And so in that space, in that energy, I can stand on the corner and do whatever, or I can go sit in the boardroom and do whatever. I don't want to have to unless I choose to, right? Like that's simple to me, but
Yeah,
so
I love her.
Dre, has there been a time when you've been the more dominant person in the relationship or situationship or fling?
Yes, and we'll get into that later. I assume.
No, come on
It's
with
my
it.
backpack story.
You know what? Let's do it.
Okay.
So the question we were going to talk about was, has anyone ever brought the backpack and you were not for the backpack? Or you had an expectation that there was going to be a backpack and there was no backpack?
For me, this person was coming to me and they were expecting to not have a backpack. Little did they know I have my own backpack
It's going down regardless.
because I got that dog in me. So, so I have my own, and she was not with it. She was a dom. She didn't even own one. She didn't use it at all. And so it was kind of like a transition to have that conversation of, do you want to use it? Why don't you want to use it? Or I have my own. So if you don't want to use, what you have, you can use mine. So yeah, I've been a dom lesbian.
How did that turn out? Did she become
It was
agreeable?
boring.
Did she try? Oh,
It was boring.
She tried it.
She also had narcolepsy. So
Did she
Where
fall
the hell did you
asleep?
find her at?
Did she fall asleep? She fell asleep. Mitch,
that was awesome.
This was
Yes.
off the app, wasn't it?
No, we were in the band together.
one time at band camp.
Yeah. And I had a thing. I have a thing for drummers as well.
okay.
She was a drummer. Story ended.
She wanted her to beat it up.
She didn't. That's the problem. She didn't. So yeah, that's where I met her.
So what did you wait? Hold up. I have all of
I
the.
feel like this just took a whole.
I'm glad.
whirlwind.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be.
I'm
So
quiet. I'm intrigued.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
so okay. She wasn't initially with the backpack.
No.
The backpack.
This was
happened.
also early. Like we were freshly 18, 19. Yeah.
But she still went to come handle some business, and you were expecting some business.
I was
and She did not
expecting-
get the business.
She did not.
Did this happen here in Baltimore?
No, this happened in North Carolina. And this is so crazy because my brother, this is awkward, but my brother bought me my backpack because I told him, like, I'm a lesbian. I want to do the things that get done to me, to other women. And he was like, do you want to go? I was like, yes, I need some support. And so I went.
You went with your brother?
Yes.
Not a lesbian?
No, I'm the only lesbian in my circle,
Oh.
mostly. So,
Were you down to coach? Were you so coaching? Are you down to coach?
yes,
Okay. So if you're in the middle of it and it's not hitting,
I'm
like,
going to tell
all
you
right.
exactly what to do.
You know me. That used to be that
Hey.
the shoulder tap. Come on up.
Are you a tapper?
Yeah.
Like, no, go ahead and tap out. Are you a, you know what? Oh,
She said I'm a cranium puller. She said eyebrow lifter.
Like now at some point it could be, usually I'm here, like, wake up.
Oh, wake up. Okay.
Like you
Come on.
you not something, because sex for me is a very spiritual
Me
exchange.
too.
And so if you are not listening for whatever reason, the sounds are too loud for you, whatever reason you're disconnected, I know. And so if we're having relations in that manner, for me to say stop, because if someone knew or that, then it's like, get up.
Yeah.
I gotta use the bathroom.
I'm a soft, I'll deliver it to you soft.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, like, tap you, rub you, like, all right, you got to get up. I'm like, if you got locks, I'm going to grab your locks and be like, you're so beautiful. But I need to.
what is it? You got to give 3 compliments for every.
Hold on. Can we go back to her saying she said she taps and tells him that she has to use the bathroom.
First, she says, "Wake up."
Just wake up and then it's the bathroom.
Yeah, wake up.
I can't even. Okay, that's a new one.
So you're a sensual, like, come on, baby, you beautiful.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Exactly. You're so pretty.
Give me a kiss.
Can you?
So do you give the person another chance?
Yes.
Probably that night.
Oh, they gotta reset and recharge immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I'm not gonna, I ain't finna leave your house. You ain't finna leave my house in the middle of the night. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. So maybe in the morning we'll try. It just depends on how bad.
It was, yeah.
Because if it was just bad, then I'll take breakfast and we can have the talk.
Yeah.
Is that a deal breaker?
Yeah.
Is that a deal breaker?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
So even after you're beautiful, you blocked.
Not immediately. I'll give you 3.
Oh,
You give
I'll
him
give you
3
3.
attempts?
Yeah.
third time's a charm.
Because, people,
That's fair.
nervous. I get it. And drugs, alcohol. So, I'll give you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think that we have to name that, like, because I've fallen asleep receiving, not giving, receiving. Yeah, I've fallen asleep receiving.
Like,
Yes. I was
Narcolepsy.
too drunk. Like, and it was like, you know how you get horny when you drunk? Like,
Yeah.
they say the Hennessy horny. Like, it was like that type of thing with us. And it was like, can't wait to get you here home. And it's
And then
like,
boom.
and then it's like, I was knocked out. Sorry. Like, it was a couple parties that night. It was bad. I think that has happened like twice.
It happens.
actually.
I hate Hennessy.
I don't drink anymore, but I'm just saying that was in my heyday. But yeah, she married me, so it obviously wasn't too
Ooh.
bad.
She put it out there.
She knows.
So that's your my bad moment
That was my bad moment. I want to say it happened twice though.
to the same person, and she married you.
Yeah, my sex is amazing. I fell asleep on her.
Minus 2 times.
I fell asleep receiving. It was like I was drunk. Like one time I was in like Panama, drunk like after a pool party. Like it shouldn't have been any sex. You know what I'm saying? It should have been put my ass in the shower and get me the bed type of vibe. And then the second one was my graduation night. I was drunk again, partied all night in DC. It was like young, wild, and free. Rode some bikes. It was crazy. And got to the hotel and was like, yeah. She was, I'm trying to give you that. And I was like, okay.
Sometimes you feel like the night has to end with sex, and it really shouldn't.
Yeah.
It
And I
really
think-
shouldn't.
Yeah. So.
but I will go to sleep. Like if, after a night, especially if I've had plenty to drink, honey, whoever tapping, trying to, hey, let me in. And I grab the hand and
Yeah.
snuggle in, big spoon, little spoon, in the morning.
Okay. In the morning.
So you brought up spiritually, like you got to be spiritually, like it has to be something spiritual when you have sex. So I feel like for me, it's like having sex for me just wasn't like I'm not gonna say ever. It wasn't just it's a task. Sometimes I've had 2 or 3 incidents where it just was a task. I had to get it done. But I think that for me, while my sex, I believe, has always been told to be so good, was because that I was connected to that person. Get what I'm saying? Like you listen for the moans and you listen for different signs to show like you're pleasing them. So it's kind of like when somebody be like, I had a bad sexual experience. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? Like what happened? Did you know the person? Did you talk to the person? Was there any type of connection? Was it just random? So yeah.
Even still, I've been in a relationship where it just was like the eager, like overly eager, and every single time, and it's like, hey, let's be intimate, let's breathe together, let's like be quiet, let's quiet our minds for a second, and it's like, nah. And yeah.
Do you practice tantric?
Yes.
Okay.
What's
that?
It's intimacy, building intimacy through your breath work. And so it's usually not physical starting off, and then you graduate to that point where you just sit with each other and you just breathe and you just literally become one. And it increases your sexual experience. Tantric. It's really good. All my best orgasms come from tantric.
Wait, so you is that foreplay?
It can you can consider it foreplay. Yeah.
What am I? I'm just sitting there.
So you're sitting like this, and I'm sitting in front of you with my arm around your back. For me.
Okay.
And we are literally eye to eye, connecting, breathing, chest to chest, arm to arm, just breathing. And sometimes you'll find yourself moaning, sometimes you don't.
So like a hug?
You can do one in a hug, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever had an orgasm from the
No, I haven't.
Experience,
No.
either.
Okay.
Yeah.
However, it is like if you're a filler of energy, then
all 5
it's
senses.
like
I am so intrigued. I would like to. I'm a Cancer, so I feel it.
Yeah.
And speaking of, okay, I'm gonna tantric.
Yep.
I was gonna say like bad sex is the disconnection part, like what you say, like you're disconnected. But I also think that people just be lazy.
Yeah.
Like so you can't.
Yes.
I think that doggy is the most lazy position ever. You are not. You are so disconnected. Like how you're bent over in front of me, and I'm just back here pounding. Like you can't. I can't hear you breathe. I can't see you. I can't do anything. I'm just back here, and people love it. I don't get it.
They do.
They be all about it, and I'm like, we're not even. I don't feel anything. I mean, but still, no connection. I think a connection is the big part of things.
I
agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with lazy, and I think that goes into like the lesbian bed death. I was reading a book right now about it, about this WNBA star. I cannot talk today. I'm like so intrigued with you all that I can't talk.
What is lesbian bed death?
The girl was in the book was explaining like just being together for so long to as though you just kind of like you just lose that intimacy portion of sex. Like you just kind of just you do it just to do it. It's nothing that is exciting or anything like. So I was coming here to ask you all like how do you get it back? Have you all ever experienced it? Anything?
You want to take this one?
Okay. Have I experienced it? I think yes. Did we get it back? No. Because it requires. That's why I think sex is not just sex. The act of sex, yeah, okay, sure, you can do it anywhere with anyone, but the intimacy of sex is a thing, and so you have to be sleeping with somebody that's vulnerable enough to be self-aware enough to hear what you don't like, because here recently I was listening to Lauren London talk about. Somebody asked, I forget who she was interviewing with, but somebody asked her about being in another relationship after Nipsey. And she said, no. She says, I don't have an interest in me in another relationship with somebody's ego. Right? And in sex, especially among lesbians, that is a thing. It is a very big thing. And our egos are so loud sometimes, and this is being spoken by a true Leo who's very aware of my ego and I'm operating in it and all these things. But you have to be willing to hear, like, nigga, you didn't touch me right, and I didn't like that.
Okay.
And if you're not in that space, then it's not going to work, because now to me the problem is bigger, because now you're unwilling to hear, which means that if we have a bigger issue, you won't be able to hear and maneuver through that either. Like, because we get to I overthink. I'm fully aware of that. And so I have to respond to myself to hold myself accountable before overthinking, and then adding some validity to the things that I keep overthinking about. Like, that ain't just happening because you're random. It's a message, And so.
Yeah. And so for me, even like being married, it's just like I've never. This is the longest I've slept with the same person. So I'm at 3 years. Yeah, about to be 3 years. So I've never slept with anyone the same person this long. So I could see like, how do people do it? Like, I mean, because it's just like that ego part plays in. Used to play in for me. It was just like I knew I was good. I knew it was like I could accomplish a goal. Get what I'm saying? And it was just like. I've been called on, come, you can only do this, you can only do that. So it was just like my head was always big with sex. So it's just like, even with my wife, it's like, I know I'm the first, so such and this, that, and the other. So it's just like, after you checked off everything with the same person, it's kind of like, for me, it's like, I'm not going to use the word bored, but I'm like,
routine.
It's routine, yeah. So when I heard it in the book, I was like, what the hell is that? And then as the book kept playing, she explained what it was. And I was like, I don't want to get to that. But I'm going to try this tantric shit and some other stuff. Like, and my wife is very conservative. Like, I hate this. She's probably going to kill me. But she's very conservative. So it's just like, and my wife is bisexual. So I can tell, like, she hasn't had many experiences, and those experiences were led by men, I believe. And so I think that it's just like back shot, whatever the stuff, like very basic sexual positions. I don't think that she's ever really experienced like the type of sexual experiences I have. So, but like trying to push her to like have sex in a car and do things like that, it was like, this is my first time doing this. Is the police gonna pull up? I'm like, what the fuck is the police? Like,
hold up. Was it an adjustment for her because lesbians have sex for like a long ass time?
Yeah, my wife is lazy. She's lazy. But now it's like her getting into the habit, like I'm building up the amount of time she can come.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like building that up in her. It's just like it blows her mind. Like it's just like that's why I'm like I'm trying to find different ways to keep it going. But for me, it's just like I just always was just like an overachiever, like I am in life. That's how I've always been in the bedroom. Hence why I've been through so many women. Father, I'm trying. So it's an adjustment, like having like a sexual appetite that I have. I would say is a definitely adjustment. Even coming on this show tonight, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Like this is new. Like the same person. What the fuck is going on in life? So I'm adjusting to that, and it's just like having these conversations from different experiences. It's just like it will help me. You know, I'll live through you all.
For me, my experience with bed death was I was going through something internally with my cervix and my uterus. And so there was a part of me where I was having a hard time identifying what was going on. While I'm struggling, I'm like, I don't feel right. And my partner's just like, is it me? You know, internalizing. I'm like, it's not you. I can't identify it. And I'm at this stage in my life where I was a little bit older than the person I was dating. So they haven't identified what I'm going through. And so I don't want to have sex because something's happening and it doesn't feel right. And so that was my experience with that.
And you're married. That's that changes things. The beautiful part about being married is you get to experience different women as y'all grow. You both get to experience somebody different, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, sometimes you have to coerce that. That's like you kind of have to introduce that. Like, I don't know. It used to be a thing for me. Like, this is gonna be so fucking weird, but I used to like when I used to encourage my ex-wife to put on the church socks. And like the Easter shoes, you know, the dress shoe,
Penny loafers.
and some silk boxers, and just
Damn, you wanted a stripper.
I mean, and like for real, like throwing dollars, like for nothing.
She liked it, didn't she?
Yeah.
She did it like once. And I think she did because she refused to do it again.
She was getting too excited.
You know, and I don't know. We had some amazing sex that night. Like, you know, and the thing is that I wasn't like, oh yeah, like, you know,
Yeah.
it was funny. I laughed so fucking hard because it was unexpected. I just didn't, you know. And then she had a robe on and she come out, you know, and I'm like, wait, what's happening? And I came home drunk.
Yeah.
And so that woke me up. Like,
Yeah.
so you get to experience somebody different. Y'all still newlyweds.
Yeah.
And up until year, what, 5, 6?
Yeah, we literally are newlyweds till next week, the 27th will be a year. So definitely.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
congratulations.
God has
Yes.
worked a miracle. Haven't it?
Yeah. So,
Yes.
you know,
We never
look
thought-
forward to that. Like,
Never thought this one was coming off the market.
I'm telling y'all, I would have had wild sex stories. By
All right, calm down now. All right.
All right, I'm back to
All
the
right.
show. Back to the
She's sweating. What you sweating about?
I'm going through rehab. I feel like y'all don't understand. Okay, now make this show exciting because I'm living through y'all right now. I need to hear some wild sex stories.
Well, hold on. Does anybody have a sexual bucket list?
Yes.
I want to
Okay,
hear it.
let's go.
Okay.
Give me like your top 2.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of them are basic, but Mile High Club, obviously. Okay.
Don't act like that was original.
Well, there's 2 that's not original.
Okay, the Mile High Club was mine. Number 1 on my list.
I don't know if I should say the second one.
Come
So,
on, what is it? Come on.
Swing.
Oh, that's.
We want to get in the swing.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get in this one? Okay.
I would say my third one, because I have gone to not safe for work events. So, like sex parties. And so I would
Where
want
do
to
I find those at?
Huh?
Where do I find those at?
Instagram. I can send it to you.
Please.
And it's queer based. But you can go and you have a great.
too.
Yeah, sure.
Queer.
We going together. Wifey will trust you.
I mean, you can take wifey because that's what's on my
No,
bucket list.
She's staying.
Okay.
Because I'll be ready to fight.
Okay, so my bucket list is I want to go with a partner.
Oh, you want to swing? Like, oh, not like get on a.
No.
I thought you want to get on a sex swing.
I do.
Oh, that.
Okay.
That's
oh.
number 2.
Oh, okay.
The sex club with the partner is number 3.
Now, do you want to engage with someone else or just engage with your partner?
I'm not
at the
against it.
club? Okay.
I primarily want to watch other couples do it, and then me and my partner go at it. Because I've been and I've enjoyed it. I want to go with my partner.
Aren't you? Look at that.
Told y'all I'm ready for this. I'm
Yeah.
listening.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
I think I'm gonna save the fourth one. It's a little wild.
Pat.
Ain't shit wild. Tell me.
So I want to do like a group orgy, and I would like to have a bisexual man who is male, female, and then of course whoever else is there. I want to see two men go at it while Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
So number 1 is Mile High Club. Number 2 is I would love to, strap on a man. I just want to, a masculine straight man though. And you already know about.
I know.
Yeah, I have somebody lined up, but it's just a me thing. I need to get over it. So, and my third one is to watch 2 men go at it in person. So yeah,
Okay.
Mile High Club definitely.
The Mile High Club would probably, like in the bathroom Mile High Club or just in the air?
Yeah.
So there are rules.
Okay.
So it's like what is it? 3,000 feet in the air or
But I'm saying,
whatever.
like,
It's
is it like fingering? Is it like in the chair? Like I'm thinking.
completion.
Okay.
You have to make, but also in order to become like a for real member where they mail you the card in the mail, you got to kind of
What?
like put your like your flight number. It's very subtle, but it's cool. It's cool to do it.
I'm too goddamn big to be in the bathroom, so I got to figure this shit
That's not
out.
gonna work out.
Yeah.
But somebody over here did some research, and what is it? It's a plane.
I just rent the jet. Like if I'm gonna do it and I have the means to do it, I'm gonna have me a jet.
But there's also like there's a special flight for people who want to become members of the Mile High Club, and it has like accommodations for you to complete the
You
act.
send me the information.
It's like $7,000
next week.
Pass it. Gotcha.
You still doing that?
We can make it happen.
Hey, give me a nice Spirit flight, and
I mean,
I would make it work.
you need this little blanket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be surprised what you can do with 2 people on a 3-row seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I have to add that to the list. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I just want to fuck anywhere I can. Like, that's just me. Like, I want sex without limits, in a sense. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm into the threesome thing. Yeah, I can have one if I want one, but I just think that it's just like, if we're anywhere, I just want to be able to do it. Like, literally. Like,
I had somebody like that.
yeah.
She was a Sagittarius. She was fun.
Yeah.
She was fun. Just, yeah. Your bucket list.
Well,
I'm okay.
I don't,
You probably crossed off a lot already.
I
huh?
mean, so, the Mile High thing I have not done. I
Okay.
mean, well, that's why I was trying to define it, because
Mm-hmm.
2 people on a 3-seater, I mean, some things have happened. So if that makes it count, but to be official with the $7,000 and the card and all that, nah. But now that I know about it, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I want
my trophy.
I want to know some things about that. 'Cause that's an experience that I want in my database.
Film it. I got proof.
I have to be married to do that. I'd have definitely
To film?
To film?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm fucking...
Child.
I got this
I hope I never get famous because somebody's gonna find my stuff.
about to say.
Somebody's gonna find my stuff.
You catch me
I'm
on
sorry.
Pornhub maybe any day now.
Okay.
They're paying couples. They're paying couples to perform.
Yeah.
They are.
Pornhub is paying couples to perform. So you want to recycle some of those old videos?
Let me call the other co-conspirator.
Let me consult with the team.
I don't want to be filmed. I really don't.
I can't do it. I'm in education. God damn it.
I'm an
No, you
overthinker.
cannot.
I'm gonna be focused on like, what am I doing? Oh, is this how I look?
Have you all ever recorded yourself
That's
having
what I'm
sex?
saying.
Yes.
It's the ugliest thing.
It is.
It is the ugliest thing. Let me tell you something. That is exactly why they have porn stars with cameras and everything else, because you have to look a certain way. You have to do a certain thing. I have recorded myself several times. You are the ugliest. Your mouth is
Yes.
open. You doing shit. You look out of breath. You're sweating.
and you look a lot better to yourself looking down
Then you
do frontal.
Yeah.
You do like looking down.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I got this.
I got this.
But
On camera.
when you play it back, I think you should do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it, and I'm just not even gonna pay attention to it. I'm not gonna look at the camera, and then I'm gonna run it back and be mad.
So for me, I dated someone who was a mass comm major in college, and she brought home the whole equipment like this, like the sound mic, everything, and yeah. We look terrible though.
Terrible.
So even
big
with
ass
them-
titties is flopping and going all places, sandbags going over my shoulders. Mouth was. It was. I got
the
video.
bed,
This is in my-
yeah.
I'm sorry. I have a very random question.
Yeah.
Now, you two are large-chested women.
Fuck you, Heather. Go
I
ahead.
know. What do you do with them? I mean,
What the fuck I'm supposed to do?
Are
with
you-
them?
I want them to
holding-
be free.
okay.
Yeah, like I don't want sex with like a whole bunch of clothes and stuff. I want to be free. I want to be in my body. I want you in your body.
Okay.
My wife hates if I try to put on like a sports bra or something when I'm
Take
going
that
to
shit
sleep.
off.
She needs to feel these.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've even had someone who preferred to ride my breast to get off.
Salute to them.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
I need to take some notes,
Hey,
especially from you. Where do we find you? Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, you know, you got.
I'm
a little free.
I take off like my shirt's first thing coming off, like or whatever.
But if when I was in the streets, like it was certain things that if I didn't know her like that, then I got my socks on, shit. I might have my sneakers on.
That's
Because
fair.
I might have to get the fuck out of there. Like I was out here like that, so it's just
Okay.
like I didn't feel comfortable. It had to be levels to get me to that type of nakedness. But yeah,
Have either of you ever dealt with a touch me not?
No.
I have.
Did you know beforehand?
Yeah, I mean it was earlier on in my life, so it worked.
Okay.
Okay.
no.
Worked.
He said,
Fuck no.
yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. I think that sometimes people perceive like dealing with bi women, they perceive it as like, are you a touch me not? And it's like, hell no. Like, why the fuck would I want to not be touched? Like, I want to have an orgasm. Like, I want to come. Like, I want to enjoy the situation. So it's just like I never understood that.
But there are women out there who don't want to touch.
I think
They don't want to touch you. The pillow. You ever been with a pillow princess?
yes.
How was that for you?
Fuck them too.
Yeah.
Boring. It got boring fast.
It wasn't going nowhere
Yeah.
at all. I've also dated a bisexual stud or dom.
Really?
What? Huh?
What was that like?
It was interesting because throughout our relationship, she changed. She started being more masked and she started locking her hair and everything like that. But like originally, she was fucking niggas and she was wearing club dresses and heels.
Well,
So yeah,
She transformed on you.
yeah. But I feel like this is gonna get problematic, so I'll reel it back in. But yeah, wasn't a fan.
Okay, cool.
oh God. And what happens when you meet someone that doesn't meet your freakiness level?
It's a dub.
You're not gonna give him a syllabus. You're not trying.
Oh yeah, we'll have a conversation and I'll gauge to see if you're into the things that I'm into, and I know things can get crazy over here. So I'll give you a pass for some things, but if we're not equally yoked, no.
But you got nightlife. It's a hell no for you.
Well, I mean at this big age, yeah.
Yeah. And even when it comes to like compromising, like would you give that compromise to other things, to other assets that person may have?
If the sex was bad,
I didn't say bad. I
I
just
mean
said
if
they're
it
not
was
as
lacking in some way.
It just
yeah, it
lasts-
doesn't meet your appetite.
I don't know. Like realistically, I don't. I could say, yeah, sure, we could, trade off, but then that goes against what
You
I'm
want
doing. I don't want to trade off.
you want what you want. God damn it, can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
Do you all feel like as the femme that you always have to initiate or not initiate sex? What has your experiences been?
I don't have to initiate, and I also think it's unfair when the femme is always initiating. I feel like it's unfair.
I think it's always unfair when the dom is initiating.
I feel like for us, it's a little bit harder to gauge when y'all trying to, because it's just like we can't really ever say no. unless we fall asleep on your ass, it's really like a no. Like you can't say no because it's. I've always gotten bitched and defend like doing it, which is fine. But if y'all say no, roll over, go to sleep, give me that arm, like you said, and it's night night. So I feel like the femmes, I mean, y'all really still do have the final say.
That's true.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Look at the power. Look at the power. Power, power,
It's
power.
like I don't have an argument. I'm like, okay, that's true.
Power. Have you, either one of you, ever strapped on a stud?
No.
Yes.
Or- I need a list of what you have
Ain't
not
nobody,
done.
ain't nobody got. Ain't, I ain't
There's some things I haven't done.
No, I'm cool. Hey, listen, all right.
I have my backpack. Yeah.
So did you have, strapping on a stud, was it something that they were into?
Yes.
Okay.
She wanted to try it. She was a virgin. She wanted to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
nice.
hmm Another band girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
You was just taking down the whole fucking bang.
I was, and that's
That's how I usually do
Yeah.
them bang. That's why everybody like the band. They call y'all the band geeks, but y'all be having the most sex. Yeah, y'all really be freaks. It's like PKs.
yeah.
It's like PKs.
The example earlier with the backpack, she was a PK.
See?
Yeah.
PKs and the like, freaks.
And she over there boring.
Yeah, she was a late bloomer. I think she really didn't have any. That's why we didn't work out. She didn't have any freedom to do anything. And I wasn't all the way out. I never really came out, but like she had, like her mom had passwords to everything, so she had no freedom.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
And here you done everything. You doing it all.
Well, at that time I was a baby, so no, not yet.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
At that time, I think I just had I had an ongoing threesome, but that was it.
That's it.
Well, I'm glad that you've lived your life. Like
That's why I'm so calm
really-
now.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like the whole like me getting married, you gotta understand like the experiences I've had. It's just like I don't give a damn who you are in this world. It's like maybe that's the opposite. It's like I've got to do whatever I wanted for so long. It only makes sense for me to like calm down a
Yes.
little bit because it's just like I can't keep the fuck up now. The shit I used to do, I ain't got time. 3-4 women every weekend.
So you can turn a hoe into a housewife.
Nigga, you get old. You get old. These hoes are too expensive nowadays. I'm not paying nobody's light bill nor buying bags for a little lick up. No, it's not happening. So eventually, you just change. You know?
I was just telling Heather that it's been like since 2021 for me, roughly. I've had some foreplay here and there, but I haven't had sex since then. Yeah.
What's the longest for you, nightlife? You a Leo.
Child. Maybe 6 months. At
Okay.
one point in my life.
Yeah. Nope. About a month maybe for me. Month and a half, if that. And that was by choice. Yeah.
So that was effort.
Yeah, that was effort. That was like transition, and that was when I was like, I'm cleansing myself. I was tired of these hoes. I was getting out the
That's
street,
where I am.
and that's when I found my wife. So
Soldier
that's
Royal
nice.
Oats.
yeah, damn, I should have been smarter than that. Should have been out here fucking everything, walking. Find out. So, no. So last question. I mean, Heather, you started the show talking about basically like hygiene. So when we talked about this earlier, I started dying laughing the other day because of the nails. So can you talk about that? You were saying like someone told you about.
So the someone I was referring to
The newcomer.
is a newcomer here.
Yeah.
So we talked about the nails being a thing, and I was asking you like, well, what do you mean by hygiene? Like, are people really out here, smelling bad? And you said no, it's nails.
It's nails.
And you have a experience to
Yes.
share about some nails.
In my hiatus from sexual activity, I've decided to get back out there and have a little foreplay, have some fun. And I thought I was getting ready to build up to start having sex again. And the girl, we're getting into it, and we, she's going down, fingering me, all of that, which is cool. But then I'm feeling like, I was like, something doesn't feel right. I know my body. I was like, something don't feel right. It's a little rough. So I was like, can you come up for a second? She comes up, and it's like blood, a whole lot of blood, right? And so I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, why you ain't feel nothing? You didn't smell anything? Like, what's going on? She was like, nah, I just thought you was wet, and I was gonna keep going. I was like, okay, well, can I see? Can you inspect and see what's going on? Can you look? So she's looking. She was like, I don't really see anything. It looks like it's a scratch. And I'm like, well, I don't shave, so where did the scratch come from? I'm like, let me see your hands. She's an artist. Let me see your hands, and it's like her nails are so long. They were not clean. They were dirty, and she had paint her nails, like paint on the nails.
Light yourself on fire. Like, give me a match.
And I'm a girl who get her nails done, and I do take breaks. I take very good care of my nails because I'm very particular. I've dated women that prefer long, sharp nails, so I know how to clean my nails and keep it up. So to find a woman who's not doing that, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no. So let me
Paint.
tell you, I had to learn my experience one time. Had a situation like a random, and my mom has blessed us with really really great nails, and normally I would keep my nails cut whatever, and the one time I didn't, and I nicked her, like scratched her, and I felt so bad. I don't know why I hadn't cut my nails. Like, I'm the type of person, while I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm cutting my nails. Right now I'm trying to save it because I'm going to get a gel set with my daughter. I'm going to do
Are you
that.
gonna color?
No, only clear.
Oh, orange is
wrong with
so
you?
nice.
No. So
Okay.
anyways, so I felt so bad, but when I tell you, it was really like scratched her on the inside, and like she was bleeding, and I felt so bad. And so from then on, I would be like, say if I'm about to go hit somebody and I'm like parking my car, I'm like pulling up or driving there, I'm talking about have ripped the nail, like just I'm trying to bite my nails off because I just never wanted to do that again. One time, my ex, she was like, I saw you. She was always used to say, when you pulled up to the house and you start putting your bun up, and she was like, I always wondered what you was doing. Like, I would bite my nail. She was like, was you nervous? And I was like, no, I was used to try to bite the nails.
She was prepping.
We
I
appreciate
was
that.
prepping. Like, yeah, because that's disgusting.
It's
I hate
disgusting.
my nails may be long right now, but they're not dirty. I
Yeah.
do not play about that shit. But I think that goes into like, as dominant women, some of us don't take priority over our feminine health care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just think that like it's not a big thing because we don't have heterosexual sex. Nothing can be wrong, but it's just like we really honestly have to
Yes.
understand we are still women down there and have to take care of our bodies.
And you can get an STI from strap. So
Yeah,
please
People don't
do.
think that. They
It's a
don't
lot
think-
of it's a lot of people out here who don't know what they're doing for real. And the topic that came from a conversation I had with someone that I was with previously, and we did a little foreplay, and we kind of were talking about it the next day, and she was like, you know, I didn't have any problems. I looked, there was no blood, and she said, oh, you must really know your way around down there. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And she said, like, people really are like really rough and like nails, and I've never heard of anybody. I mean, I know it can happen, but for someone to really say like, yeah, that really, like, what are y'all doing? Where do y'all learn how to do it from?
I think the ego goes into it.
The ego?
It's like
Yeah.
you get down there and you just want to prove a point, or you just it's new land, new territory.
It's performative.
Yeah.
Or you stuck
definitely.
really bad and somebody lied to your ass, and now you think that you
Yeah.
just shit,
Yeah.
and really you were not.
And just to take note, and that's why I hate to say like, I know I'm good, but at the same time, it's just like being able to say I know I'm great sexually is knowing that each and every woman requires a different type of performance. And I think that like a lot of time people go into new relationships doing the same things that they
Exactly.
think they're going to please their partners. And that's where I know you fucked up at, because every woman requires something different. Their bodies are different, and you really have to figure that out before you can say like, I'm truly going to go down there and knock your socks off. Yeah, we all know what the hell we got to do down there, but to really get them to a certain type of climax and really get them to enjoy it, you got to really fucking figure that person out.
Mm-hmm. Communicate.
Yeah. So,
And if you want to do a good job, it's worth getting to know somebody.
yeah.
Because I
That's
think
the
about it
best
like,
one.
you know, like Avatar. I don't know if y'all saw the first one,
Yep.
but whenever like you have to plug into your dragon or whatever, that's how I feel. Like you got to start slow, get a feel. I need to plug into you, kind of going with the rhythm, and that's you just got to ride the wave.
All right, last thing, we out of here. What is something that you have not tried but are willing to try?
I'm open.
Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody peeing on you.
No,
Done that.
Everybody say that's my thing.
no.
My wife just, she said, "What yesterday we're building a closet in the attic, and I had like a jug of apple juice, and we never drink juice." And so she was just like, "Why the fuck are you drinking that?" And so she was sitting with her back against the wall, and I was like, "You want some?" And so I had put it down by my waist, like, "You want some?" And so she was like, "What the fuck? Why are you so infatuated with peeing on me?" I was just like, "Well, you know, R. Kelly, I saw it when I was younger."
Are you gonna do it? Are you doing it in the shower? Does this happen in the bed, like the backyard? Like I need to hose off, put the rubber sheets on. Like how does this happen?
2 times it has happened in the shower, but I mean, sometimes when my wife comes, it's just like I
Yeah.
force her to keep coming, so it's like it'll happen naturally in the bed. So yeah, it's natural. I just hate being in 69 and then it's coming and you like.
You talking about squirting? And
No,
oh.
I'm talking about there's a difference, and I'm talking about actually like peeing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not really interested, but I'm all about the squirts.
Yeah, definitely.
If it happens, shit. If it happens, it happens. Fuck it,
I would pee on someone, but I don't want nobody peeing on.
So do you pee on their face, like on their back?
Usually it's on their chest. Like the time I've done it, I was standing over them, so it's kind of like on their breast. I'm not peeing on nobody's face now.
So what if she went like this? I didn't know.
That's on her. Hey,
over the toilet.
listen, I'd be like, hey,
And then you tonguing her down?
hey. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
Alrighty.
Okay.
Real quick, I did write notes and I did have something that I had
Okay.
to try. So 1 second. You wasn't even gonna let me do it either.
I
I want to be a sushi model.
That's right.
I want to be a sushi model. Please, somebody call me.
Eat food off of her.
That
Yes.
note down for her. That's-
And then I wanted to do shibari. Shibari is roping. It's a Japanese style roping. So if you guys go to the sex club, they'll do that there.
Like tie you like
So
a
do
string?
you know how to tie?
No. So I have to take. You have to take a couple of courses because it's very dangerous. If you're tying in the wrong
yeah.
plot, somebody is going to cut off their circulation. So it's something that I am into that I really want to learn. And if I take a couple of courses, I think I could do it.
Okay.
Let me know. Let me
Yeah.
know.
Oh, okay, it's more.
And then beat my 5. That's it.
What the
But
fuck
that's
is beat
that's
your
an
five?
internal thing. We can talk about that next time.
Beat my 5.
Yeah.
To be continued.
To be continued. Oh, wow.
She is leaving a
Babe, on my way home. Beat your 5. No, for real. Though, I appreciate y'all coming on and sharing your experiences, especially your sexual experiences, because that is something close and endearing to our hearts. And, you know, it's just like we don't want to share that with everyone, but I'm glad y'all could spark that light in me again. You know, I'm telling you, marriage life is different, man. What the fuck? Like, this is, whew. Took a nigga out the streets and put him in the attic. But no. So you all want to share your handles or anything?
Oh, sure. Dracy Dre, DRECDREY on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm Nightlifes _Venom NIGHTLYFES _Venom.
And what are some? You told me that you do multiple
Spoken
things.
word. I do.
Oh yeah.
I'm a spoken word artist, real estate agent and investor. I write books, I
That's
do
what's up.
things.
True hustler.
All the above.
True
All the
Leo.
above.
You have an IG page?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, and what about like Facebook, whatever?
TikTok. Well, if you need real estate help for anything, it's Real Estate Maggie across social media: TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Real estate Maggie, MAGGIE, because we need to spell for some.
And can you let us know when you have a next spoken word performances? We definitely want to come and support.
Yes, it's the 26th, which is my birthday time.
Okay.
It's in Frederick, Maryland.
Okay.
And I'll post the stuff.
All right.
That's all I know. I don't.
The den will be live.
Yeah.
You gonna show up?
Heather's
You
gonna
be there.
pop out. Unfortunately, I can't be there. I'll be on vacation, but
All right.
yes. I would love to be at the next one. I love spoken word. Yeah, I might have to get me a couple words together. Anyways, Heather, piece of shit. You got anything to say?
A piece of all of it is good. No, I'm good. Thank you, ladies, for coming. I really appreciate the conversation. Miss Cliffhanger over here.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Miss Nightlife.
If you have
all
me.
of it.
Yeah, and
All of it.
this is kind of an audition for audition. That's what I kind of heard somewhere down the line. So we'll see. But I hope to have you both back on the show. Especially not to say not you, but just your wisdom.
Yes.
It's just like that's just it's so appreciative.
Healing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the voice that goes with it, that's soft spoken word.
Now listen, it might not be so soft when I'm on that mic.
Hey.
You are just like. Yeah, I don't
Nah.
need that.
Y'all know how we do this. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend about In the Den. We out.
Bye.